I'm Jessica. I'm into women's soccer, Beyonce, sushi, horror movies, and guys. I have Williams syndrome, which means I learn differently from a lot of folks. I've had a few boyfriends over the years, and there were some guys who said they wanted to be my boyfriend, but they only wanted sex. Right now, I'm with Lucas. We argue sometimes, but at least he stuck around.
Have you ever been misled about relationships, like Jessica has?
My favorite place to get information about sex is at the youth clinic. Sometimes I go together with Lucas. We talked to the nurse about birth control. I told her I didn't want pills or a shot. I think Lucas should take some responsibility, not just the woman all the time. So it's condoms for us. End of story. They're not quite as safe as pills or the Depo shot, but it's my choice. They also help prevent STIs. Sometimes I go to the clinic by myself to talk to a youth counselor about stuff. Like when those guys ditched me, or when I found out I had herpes, or if Lucas pisses me off. My family doesn't know I'm dating, so I can't ask them this stuff. I don't want them butting in. Like when they used to give me birth control pills and told me they were vitamins. That's crap. I've also started to talk with others like me about this stuff. I've started going to Real Talk pizza parties. They're run by a sexual health educator. I can ask them questions, either in the group or privately afterwards. They also told me about a hotline I can call with questions, but I don't really like talking on the phone.
How about you? Do you ever have questions about sex?
My LifeShare family doesn't like it when Lucas comes over. They always find some reason to come knock on my door whenever he hangs out at my place. They worry he's taking advantage of me, and they won't let him stay overnight. Hello? It's not taking advantage if I want to do it. I told the LifeShare manager, and she said they'd look into it, but all she did was try to sign me up for a relationships course. My relationship isn't the problem.
Have you ever had conflict because of dating or relationships?
I didn't get the fuss when I first started having sex. It was kind of gross, but mostly just really boring. I told my outreach worker how I felt about it, and she asked me about orgasms, if I'd ever had one. Turns out I hadn't. I found out what it felt like by masturbating. I figured out how to do that by watching some instructional YouTube videos by these women named Carlin Ross and Betty Dodson. Now when I have sex, I make sure I get to have pleasure too.
Do you get to feel sexual pleasure in your life?
Someday, I hope I'll have my own apartment, without anyone butting in. If I had my own place, Lucas could stay over. Or maybe someone else.
What are you hoping for? Jessica was voiced by Kelsey Savage. The narrator was voiced by John Woods. Original illustrations by Julia Bonforte. The original music, entitled Straight, comes from bensound.com. For a paper version of this comic, links to all the resources Jessica uses, and more videos of open conversations on dating, love, relationships, and sex, visit real-talk.org.